everyone, it's me, Danny, and today I am back with a new video. So, it 2018 is now upon us, 2017 is gone, and so 2017 was, I think, one of the best years of reading for me ever. I read a total of 46 books. My original goal was to read 30, and then I changed it to 40, and then I read six more than my goal. So that's always exciting. But with reading so much, like a lot of what I read last year was rereads because I read the entire Harry Potter series again in August, and that was beautiful. I read the 19 years later on the 19 years later date, and it was, I loved it. It was beautiful. But yeah, but again, with reading so much comes with reading new books that you enjoy. And so I've seen a lot of other booktubers doing this, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and that is my favorite books of 2017. So this list is not going to be in really a particular order because I don't feel like ordering all of my books. I have 5 here that I'm going to show you, so let's hop right into the books, shall we? The first book that I really enjoyed is Julia Vanishes by Katherine Egan. And the reason why I love this book so much is because I didn't expect it. Because I thought it was going to be more urban fantasy, but I didn't expect it to be like this whole entire world, like just based off the title, Julia Vanishes. Julia is a normal name. You see it all the time in like our actual society. I think I know like at least 3 Julias, who knows. But like it came as a shock to me when I opened it and like I saw the map of like this strange new world, and I was like, whoa, okay. I'm way more interested than I was before, because if you know anything about me, you know fantasy is my favorite genre. And the reason why I just love this one so much is because it wasn't what I was expecting. And that's always a good thing in a book, I think. If it comes and hits you by surprise, that means you're doing something right, authors, okay? The next book on this list is actually a series, and that is the Dalemark Quartet by Diana Wynne Jones. This is the final book in the quartet, The Crown of Dalemark. And I knew going into it that I was going to enjoy it. I knew going into the series that I was going to really enjoy it because it's by Diana Wynne Jones. I've loved every single thing that she's written. She's one of my favorite authors, and like I just want to collect all of her books, all of her like middle grade young adult books, because that's just what I want. The thing that I love about this one in particular is it was so satisfying, because usually with if you've ever read a Diana Wynne Jones series, like for example Howl's Moving Castle, that is a trilogy, but normally the thing with her series, or like any companion book, they're more like companions than they are a series. And so like each new book in the series follows a different main character, follows a different storyline in like a different part of the world. So the first one we followed, like in the first one we followed the son of a traveling musician, and the second one we followed just a kid in a different part of the land. The third one we went back in time. And then the thing I love about this one is it wrapped together all of the different storylines. Like the main characters in this were the main characters in all the other 3 books, except for one. We met one new character who's more the main character. And that's just what I really love. It gave closure to all those other stories in the previous 3 books, and I love that so much. And it was a really satisfying ending, and I really enjoyed that. The next book I have that I absolutely really enjoyed 2017 is Percy Jackson's Greek Gods by Rick Riordan with illustrations by John Rocco. And the reason why I love this so much is, like, obviously because of Percy. It's narrated by Percy. How can you not love that? And also just Rick Riordan. He owns my soul. I will love every single book that he puts out. I have read every single book except for Greek Heroes. That is the one Rick Riordan piece that I have not read. I'm getting to that soon, though, I promise, guys. Off topic, but yeah, the thing I loved about this is that it's so different from everything else that I read. Because this one is just all, like, I read a lot of mythology-based books. Like, for example, like the Percy Jackson series or any of Rick Riordan's books. And, like, the thing I love about this is it's not just a mythology-based book. It's a book, like, literally about the mythology that he follows. And, like, it was so educational. Like, I actually found myself wanting to learn more, mainly because Percy Jackson was narrating it and how, like, you never get sick of Percy Jackson. But it just really struck me as it's something, like, it's something more out of my comfort zone, which is always a good thing when you're reading outside of your comfort zone, even if that means reading, like, something narrated by one of your favorite characters. That's out of your comfort zone a little bit because this is more educational than more about the story, okay? This next book I have probably won't come as a surprise to any of you that have read the book, but this next book is Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. This came out in 2017, and, like, I read and absolutely loved This Savage Song, which is the first one in this duology, and this is the conclusion to the Monsters of Verity duology. And the thing I loved about this was that, well, I don't know what I specifically loved about this. It just gave me so many emotions. Like, I was able to feel so much for the characters. Like, literally, after I finished reading this, I went on Tumblr and, like, complained about it. And that complaining is what got me, like, my most liked post on Tumblr. No big deal. But yeah, it was filled with so much emotion because I'm an emotional person. I'm very empathetic and I cry at a lot of things. But this one, oh man. And also I just have a fun memory with it because I also read this during the Booktubeathon, if you watched those videos. But after I finished this, I tweeted about it, about how it destroyed my soul. And then Victoria Schwab herself, like, actually liked that tweet. So I was like, yep, that's a memorable moment for me. I'm keeping that forever. And so that's a good memory that's with this horrible soul destroying book. So there are bright sides to things, I guess. This last book should also come as no surprise if you watched those Booktubeathon videos, because I ranted in a good way about this, and it is possibly one of my new favorite books. I absolutely love it, which was shocking to me at first, because it's not fantasy. It doesn't even have, like, realist, like, fantastical elements. It's not even like urban fantasy or something. It's set in our world, which is so weird that I enjoyed it so much, but it's also not because it was a great book. And that is The Conspiracy of Us by Maggie Hall. And, again, like, the thing, I don't know what it was about this book. Like, it just enraptured me right from the start. Like, I got this for my birthday. I didn't choose it for myself. And then I read the description and I was like, okay, that seems like it could be good. Then I read it. It was so much more than what the description said. Like, the story that the main character goes on, and like the different like twists and turns, like it just had me guessing the entire time. I love all the characters, and I I just I love this book, and it and the thing is, it's also a contemporary. It's set in our world. It is very romance based, and that's not what I read. I don't normally read romance books or contemporaries. I have one contemporary romance on my shelf, and that's The Fault in Our Stars. And, like, just, I don't know. This just kind of reshaped the way I thought about contemporaries, I guess, because I had this predetermined notation, like, and I didn't like that because I read books to escape, and you can't escape in a contemporary. But it's just this reshaped how I view things, and now it is my new favorite book. And I ended this book like needing the sequels immediately. And I still only have I had to wait a few months to get the sequel for Christmas. And but it's just so good. I love it. I don't know why. I just do, okay? So, this has been my favorite books of 2017. Let me know down below, what are your 3 favorite books of 2017, or 5 favorite books of 2017? Have you read any of the ones that I like? Let me know. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you like seeing my face and you want to see more of it, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Now go home and read a book.